Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, it's 2 o'clock, it's time for Quarantine Chorus. So as you know, once a week we look at something from the classical repertoire to contrast with the other songs that we do, which are sometimes folk, sometimes spiritual, sometimes we do something daft, a bit of music hall or something like that. But once a week, I put on my more formal conductor's garb, if you like, although this isn't necessarily formal for today, and we look at something a bit more traditional. So today's new song is very, very simple, very short. It's the kind of piece that actually, once we get into it, I'd really like to use as a warm-up for these sessions. It's called Non Nobis Domine, and it's a beautiful, very simple little, it's not quite a round, but a very simple piece that we can learn together. And so because this one isn't going to take us very long, I thought we could have a warm-up and then we could sing the two bits of Bach that we've been working on. That beautiful Zion Hears the Watchman's Voices from his cantata 140, and Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring from cantata 129, I believe. Both beautiful pieces and relatively straightforward, and then we'll learn this bit of BYRD. Tomorrow is our fun day, so we'll be looking at some jazzy pieces, bit more music hall, lots of fun to be had there. Sacred Sing on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Please, that's 2 o'clock, what am I saying? It's Sunday at 11 o'clock. Do please join us for that. Next week, as I've been saying all week, because I have the self-isolation choir summer school on next week, quarantine choir will be happening, but it will be revision. We won't be learning any new music. It'll be a case of I'll choose the pieces for the day and we'll sing through them again. So if you've missed any of the teaching, or if you just want some revision, come along. We'll look at some of the harmony parts. It'll be, you know, when you first learn a new piece, you sing it through and you think, great, I'm not entirely sure I know it. Could do with having another sing through. That's what next week is all about. So everybody, I think we should get warmed up. And just to say, it's great we've got so many people online, lots and lots of people watching live. I think it's because the weather's bad. If I could ask you if you would consider hitting the like buttons, that thumbs up, to let us know that you're enjoying it. If you're not subscribed yet, if you could consider subscribing to the channel. It just takes a minute, doesn't cost you anything, and it all helps our numbers. So everybody, also make sure you got your drink of water handy, please, everybody. And what I think we should do, everybody, is to start taking some nice deep breaths in and out, and use this as an opportunity to relax. Great stuff. And another nice deep breath, and blow the air out. And another deep breath. Make your mouth nice and tall, and blow the air out, and take your time. Wonderful. And again, a tall mouth, breathe in nice and slowly, and breathe out, and take your time as you blow the air away from you. Great stuff. And just continuing to breathe deeply and just taking your time over it. Don't rush. Just start to roll your shoulders around. Let's roll them forwards today, folks. Breathing deeply all the while, keeping these movements nice and gentle. That's great. And then roll them back the other way. Well done, everyone. And bring your shoulders up to your ears. And now just let them fall. Well done. That's great. And we'll tilt our head over as we do every day, just to feel that stretch. Head to the middle and the other side. And to the middle and forwards, please. Great, and to the middle. And within those three movements, left, right and forwards, as we always do, just let your head gently roll around and loosen up those muscles. Thank you, everybody. Let's do a bit of humming. We'll start on that note. Nice deep breath and hum. Now, ooh, ooh. Still ooh, ooh. Off for orange. Oh, still oh. F for egg. Ah. Ah. Very nice, my turn. Ma, ma, ma. Lovely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. That will do. So let's have a sip of drink, those of you that need it. I certainly do. Say hello to everybody who's now online. Hello, Nelly. Hello, Breeder. Lovely to see you. Excellent. Hello, Elizabeth. And Patrick and Judith and Richard and Carla and Heather. Lots of lovely people online now. Great to see you, folks. Thanks for coming. Okay, so let's have a little look at our first piece for today. And this is the wonderful Zion Hears the Watchman's Voices by Bach. And this is the one that has that beautiful, beautiful organ melody. I'm just going to get my score here. There it is. So we'll sing this one in English as we've rehearsed. We will do it in German. I promise, Albert. We will do some Bach in German. I just need to work up the courage. So I might need to ask you for a bit of pronunciation advice. You, I think, Heather, between you. I think we'll work on some nice German. In the meantime, everybody, if you need a free score, there is one in the comments for today. In the click show more, it'll unfold. The words are in German in that, so if you can sing in German if you like, or if you'd rather sing in English, the words are up here on the screen. Okay, so let's have some fun with this one. Take it away, Mr. Bach. Zion hears the watchman's voices. With gladness all heart rejoices. She eager wakes to greet the day. See her Lord from heaven descending, with grace and truth and power unending. Her day star dawns with brightest ray. Oh, come thou blessed one, Lord Jesu, God's own Son. follow there. Thy feast to share, and taste the joys beyond compare. Thank you, everybody. Now, I know that's quite low for sops and tenors, but as used as a warm-up, not sure everyone's ever used Bach as a warm-up before, I think it's a great piece to get us started, and we will sing it in German. I was there looking at it thinking it doesn't look too bad, does it? I'm sure we'll have fun. So, let us carry on with a bit more Bach, and we'll have the wonderful Jesu joy of man's desiring. So we're going to have a look at this one. If you could sing it in harmony. If you remember, we did look at this a long time ago. If you remember the harmony, then do please sing it. If you don't remember it and you want to learn it, if you put home choir, Jesu joy, into YouTube, you'll find the session I did. It was way back in April, I think, March, April time, and you can watch that. You can learn it in harmony and then sing it at the end. So let's have some fun with this, and then we'll learn this lovely bit of BYRD. Here we go. Jesu joy of man's desiring. Jesu joy of man's designing, holy wisdom, love most bright. Thee our souls aspiring, soar to uncreated light. Word of God, of flesh that fashioned, with the fire of life in passion, striving still to truth unknown, soaring, dying round thy throne. Thank you, everybody. It's just the most... I mean, you can't beat Bach. There's a reason why all the great composers, They all said, Mozart, Handel, even Handel, Beethoven, all just said, this chap was the most incredible musician. And without him, music would not sound the way it does. So thank you, JSB. Wonderful stuff. Now, today's song is something a bit different. It's a Renaissance piece. It's by William Byrd. And for those who popped up a little bit early, I had this as a little bit of a quiz. And I was asking people, because this is a scan from a part book from Elizabethan times. That's Elizabeth I, those keeping count. And this is a bit of Thomas Tallis. And for those who don't know, those who've popped up in the last 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. Just notice here, this is the canto part. This is the lead part here. And you can see it's fully written out with the words and so on. And this is also to give you a sense of, who's singing what and the rhythms that should be sung. So the cantor is the lead part, soprano part today. Here is the alto part, and the alto's upside down. You've got the tenor part written here at the same sort of level and the right way up, as it were, as the canto, and then the bass is at right angles. And I was asking people, why do you think this is? And Margaret and Michelle, between them, worked out that it's so that people could all sing from the same copy, bearing in mind that printing was still relatively new. Caxton had only recently invented the press. And also so that everyone could stand round the table in a small room and sing in parts. And it's something people were very well trained at doing. And I read a lovely little story, a little quote from Thomas Tallis, who said, after dinner, we were all invited to sing a lovely piece. And he said he was too nervous to do it. And so he excused himself from singing this part writing and wrote something along the lines of, and everybody looked at me and wondered whether I'd been brought up properly, which I think was lovely. So anyway, so just a little bit of history there. Once a teacher, always a teacher. Let's have a look at today's beautiful piece. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Not unto us, O Lord, but unto thy name be the glory. And it is a very, very simple part. Now, on this score here, you can see A, B, C. And that's literally all we need to learn. A, B and C for each part. Now, the mezzo-soprano line, which is really soprano line for everybody, we'll learn that all together. Then there's a tenor part. Now, the tenor part actually is also suitable for altos, and it's the same tune, it's just down a fourth. And then the bass part is the same as the soprano part, but down a full octave. Okay, and then they're sung, as you can see, coming in one after the other, and you end up with this lovely sort of flowing counterpoint. Polyphony, many voices, many phony sound. Okay, so let me just put this into the right key, because we're not going to sing it in this key, we're going to put it up a tone. So those of you with perfect pitch, we're doing this in C major. So the first line is literally just this first three bars here, and everyone can sing this. We sing Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Everybody with me? And Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Very, very nice. Just be careful as you're rising up the scale. Remember to smile. Non nobis Dom. So we get all the way to that note. And then when you're coming down, just be really careful where you have semitones. There's a semitone. And then whole tones. Just be careful you know which is which, just so it doesn't go flat on the way down. So one more time, everybody, since we all sing this, sing with me. And Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Okay, so that's the A part. You then have a rest, literally one beat. It's nobis. Sed nomini tuo gloriam, with me. Sed nomini tuo gloriam, gloriam. Ignore what I did there on the piano. So sing with me again. Sed nomini, 3, 4, 1. Sed nomini tuo gloriam. Excellent. Just a couple of things there. So when you're seeing gloriam, can you give that an extra syllable? Gloriam. So, tuo da gloriam. Use the g to kind of set up some pressure behind your tongue. So, gloriam. And so it sort of launches the sound. All right, so let's sing sed nomine tuo da gloriam. And 1. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Excellent. So from the beginning, non nobis, 2, 3, 4. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Excellent. So you've learned A and B, and this, remember, this is the soprano and the bass part. So bass is non nobis Domine, non nobis. That is your part. You just start it later on. So we have C to learn for the sopranos and the basses. And again, this one's after 1. We sing 1. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. And 1. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. And then we start on the beat of the next bar. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. And we're back at the beginning. Go round and round. So let's sing A, B, C, A, B, C. Let's do it all the way through twice, please, everybody. And those who in the alto part, you're learning it. It just, your line will be starting lower in a minute. Okay, so non nobis, everybody. 2, 3, and non nobis Domine, non nobis. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. That's it. And we go around 3 times. When we get to the end of the 3rd time, we literally sing that first A phrase again, and then the piece comes to an end. Well done, everybody. Okay, so that's the soprano line. It's also the bass line, as we'll discover in a minute. Now, altos and tenors. It is the same line, except it starts a 4th lower. So let's all sing this, whichever octave you like. So be careful, sopranos, if you're going to follow at that pitch, because it's going up there in a minute. Okay, so you might want to have a go at singing it down with the tenors and the altos. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. There we are. Okay, so it is the same as the soprano and bass part, except it is down a 4th. Let's do that one more time, altos and tenors. Okay, because the tricky thing with this isn't actually singing the line, it's singing with everybody else singing at the same time. That's the tricky bit. So let's do this through twice, tenors and altos. I hope everyone's singing along. All right, because the more you sing it, the more it goes in. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Sed nomine tuo da gloriam. Non nobis Domine, non nobis. So at the end of your 3 times through, we sing it 3 times, and then at the end of the 3rd time, you just sing non nobis Domine, non nobis, one more time. and that's the end for you. Okay, so the way this works is sopranos come in on the first beat. So it's actually, it moves quite quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that kind of tempo. So it's on, Nobis Domine, on. Okay, so the altos come in a beat effectively after the sopranos, and the basses come in 3 beats after the sopranos. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to sing along with the recording that I've got over here. Okay, multi-tracked by yours truly, 3 bends, and let's give it a try. We'll sing this one on Sunday without doubt, as part of our sacred sing, and it's one that I'm going to be bringing back fairly regularly, and we'll sing it at the start of our chorus sessions. I've got quite a few like this actually, nice short little pieces. I feel like singing a bit of maybe a bit of Fair Phyllis I Saw Sitting All Alone in a couple of weeks, or April Is in My Mistress' Face, some really beautiful Renaissance part songs. But let's sing this one, so I'll give you the notes. And then we'll sing it through, everybody. So have some fun with this one. So here we go. Here are notes. And non nobis Domine, nobis Domine, sed nomine Domini, sed nomine Domini, sopranos, altos, basses, sops, altos, basses, How'd you get on, folks? How was that? Bearing in mind that's a very simple line, but it just takes a couple of times through for you to find your bearings. Let's have one more go at that, okay? Because I know there are people out there who are just shaking their heads at the moment. No, that didn't work for me. Well, let's try it one more time, okay? So start with the sopranos here, and it is quite brisk, isn't it? Sops straight away, altos come in on the next strong beat. Okay, and as soon as you start, just keep going. Okay, I will bring you in. I'll call out sopranos here, altos here. What I think I'll do this time is I'm going to sing with the altos, because you're buried in the sound, altos and tenors. I'll let the soprano bend and the bass bend do their thing. All right, so those of you that are sops and basses, you can sing with them, and I'm going to sing alto and tenor this time through. All right, everyone. So let's give this one more go. I'll give you the notes again. Here we go. Soprano, alto, and non nobis Domine, non nobis, sed Domini tuta gloria, sed Domini tuta gloria, non nobis Domine, non nobis, sed Domini tuta gloria, sed Domini tuta gloria, non nobis Domine, non nobis, sed Domini tuta gloria, sed Domini tuta gloria, nobis Domine, non nobis. Okay, thank you everybody. I hope you enjoyed that one. Something a little bit different for Quarantine Chorus this week. No less valid than any of the other pieces. Just one of those things. Once you've learned it, it fits beautifully. It's like a jigsaw piece. But if you're not sure, maybe go back and listen to the teaching again, sing along with it, and there will come a wonderful, glorious moment where you absolutely know the piece, and it will fit, and it will be like you're part of a wonderful machine. It's one of the things about singing in harmony that's brilliant. Well, look, thanks so much for coming along today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like, and do consider subscribing. If you're a member of the Larks, I will see you this evening, 7:30, for our 2-hour rehearsal. I'm hoping I can persuade a special guest pianist to come and support us in one of our songs, so watch out for that. If you're not in the Larks and you'd like to join, visit thelarks.org, which is our website, and you can get in touch with me, and I'll send you all the stuff you need to do that. You'd be very welcome. We've got 40 something members now, which is fabulous, from all over the world. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock for our Fun Friday, and then of course Sacred Sing Sunday. It's not meant to be alliterative, but it does kind of work, doesn't it? Fun Friday and Sacred Sing Sunday. And in the meantime, if you're not in self-isolation choir, there is still time to sign up for the summer school. It's absolutely wonderful. Next week's going to be really exciting, all this lovely music by John Rutter. So everybody, take care all. Thanks for being here as always. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.